Sometimes you must have thought, or sometimes you must have experienced it too, that you try to speak English with others, but you find yourself very short. Why this happens? And especially when you are very fluent alone, and sometimes if you are an advanced learner of English language, still it happens with you, or you are an intermediate one, so it's a very common problem to you. We are going to discuss each and every problem today, so let us get started. You are watching Wisdom with Anthony. So my today's topic is one of my favorite topics till long, because it was my problem too. Even though I started speaking English, I started putting efforts, I used to converse with others, but still this problem was not leaving me. Then I thought, how could I avoid that, or how could I eradicate the problem? Because I wanted to speak English, that was my passion, and I did this because I believe that since it is mere language, so one should not fall short in this while practicing all the efforts and the whatever they are there in order to get the things done, obviously to make themselves fluent speaker. This sounds very weird, because it is actually a topic which one of my students, he gave me before 2 weeks. Actually, I was conversing with him, so I came across that he was sharing his problem, that he is very fluent, he can speak English well, but when it comes to converse with others, and especially with the teachers, with people, those who have good acquaintance of English language, with the natives, I mean to say, when they start speaking with others, then they find themselves short and they start getting fumble, stumble, this, that, faltering, or whatnot. There are various things sometimes we do inadvertently. So I'm going to discuss one by one. Maybe it can be the problem of yours. So let us get started with the very first problem that I have for you, that is shy to speak. 90% I have seen that why we are able to speak alone, when we feel shy, we are not comfortable to speak to others, and that makes us fall short in the conversation, and we cannot dominate others. Dominate means not in negative way, positive way, just to have sometimes we need to pull off our socks. We need to be positive ourselves. That's what I'm trying to tell here. Don't take me otherwise. So I'm telling you that when somebody is feeling shy, the entire focus goes on the negative side, and when the focus goes on the negative side, even though the positive things will be ignored, we can't see the positive things. I mean to say, suppose a batsman is going into the crease to bat, and somebody from the outside, while just getting into the field, somebody told him from the backyard that the bowler is very ferocious, he's very dangerous bowler. So the very first thought, what he should have about his capacity and the capability, but he won't think, he will put his focus on the bowler, and you know very well what will happen next. He may not be able to play well. Why this thing happens? Because the entire focus has been shifted to the problem, shifted to the others, rather it could have been centered upon us. I hope you are getting what I mean to say. Let me repeat what I mean to say. When we feel shy, we actually let the people, we give license them to dominate us. Why? To be in that conversation or in language. And when somebody takes the upper hand, believe me, person will stumble, fumble, stammer, this or that, what not. All the problems will they will follow the person. Reason behind, he's shy. And how can be shyness removed? Shyness can be removed by practice if you have given enough time. Because everything, our muscle has memory, our brain has memory. See, everything has a memory. So when, even the tongue muscles also, it has memory. So whenever you just try to say those things again and again and again, so what happens next? You establishes them. And when you establish things, so things will be obvious to you. And if next time you get into the conversation, please believe into yourself. You are the one who is not less than anybody. I mean to say, you have same power to speak what the speaker and the listener has. Be confident enough, be comfortable enough in order to make others comfortable too. Because one needs to understand the value of being comfortable. If we are not comfortable, we cannot make others comfortable. And when the focus will be on the negative side of ours, then we stumble, fumble, lots of things that we do the fillers and we make mistakes. And even though the silly mistakes we are going to make, and we will look for the word, search for the word, the conversation will not be complete. Second half for you, that is comparing yourself. You need to stop that. Not even in the field of language, but if I ask you in the field, maybe it is omnipresent. I mean to say, if you are going to compare yourself with anyone in any field, what will happen? You may not be able to be to that level. Actually, my motive is to just let you know that you are unique yourself. Don't compare. Maybe somebody has a good English, somebody speaks good English, somebody has good knowledge of English. That's so what? You are also learning, and every learner has their own way. We need to understand and accept this. Acceptance is the greater than anything else. When you accept it that I'm a learner and I want to be like him, that's okay. That's you are motivating yourself. But if you compare, see, one thing is that you see somebody speaking good English and you try to compare yourself in negative way, it means that somehow you will be the negative side for yourself. But on the other hand, when you see somebody you appreciate and you want to learn something from them, and even though you take some things, you take whatever the positivity, whatever the things that they have, you take it. What is happening there? You are learning and assimilating something. You are trying to be with them, like them. Sometimes you have, everyone has ideals. You want to speak like them, that's a good thing. It means that you are getting the positivity. But if you compare yourself that he speaks, I'm nothing. This term, when we speak to ourselves, actually the problem creator, one must understand this. Stop, don't do this. Never ever in any field, whether it's an area of learning or an area of something else, this should be the lesson of life, that you should not compare yourself, because you are unique yourself and you need to focus what the positivity and the plus points you have, rather being focused on the wrong things and the negativity. Third, I have for you, lose the focus. Actually, what is happening, what I mean to say here, when we are speaking, right, and we find ourselves fall short, then what is happening, that the focus, rather it should be on the conversation. It should be in the talk, but the focus get wavered, it diverged from there, and we focus on the negativity. We fumble and we focus on the words. We think that we are not able to speak, or we are not able to speak. Even the sentences are not coming out obviously out of our mouths. What is happening here? Focus is lost. And you know it very well when the focus is lost. I must give you one example that I can recall one example here. Harness. Why do we put an harness here? Like in both sides of the horse. Horse has harness so that it should be focused and it should run in the same direction that it is given to it. When the focus is removed or diverged or distracted, we hit the target. We hit the target, I said. We don't hit it rightly, we miss hit. And you know very well, miss hit, always a miss hit. So focus goes where? Where we are to be comfortable, where we are to be a good listener, where we are to answer the questions, or we are to be in the conversation, the focus has been removed. The focus is totally removed from there. Now where the focus has already been shifted? To our faults. I'm wrong, making mistakes, why I'm not. See, it happened with me also, and believe me, 90% of intermediate are the sufferers of this. Let me give you one more example, especially it is for the females. Okay, don't feel offended, it is not a male or female. I'm not talking about any chauvinism, but I'm talking about one example that everyone faces, even you also. Especially females or girls, what actually happens with them? When they are alone or when they are in fight, they are very fluent. You can relate it. if you have a sister or you have a brother, you can relate it with you. When you fight with them, when you argue with them, you are very fluent. On the other hand, when you go to attend a seminar and to stand there to speak something, or maybe your queries if you ask, or even though you are in group, or even in a simple conversation to your teacher, to your elder, or the person who speaks English, there you don't find yourself comfortable. It had happened with me a lot of times. I used to ask myself, why this was happening with me? Why? I know the structure, I know something. Why I was lagging behind? The thing I used to put entire focus, no, and the answer came back because you lost the focus. Focus, whenever it happens to you, I'm giving you a trick here. This is the biggest trick that works for me. Just to hold your nerves, be comfortable there. Take a deep sigh. Then just tell yourself, I'm confident enough. I know I can speak well. I'm a good at conversation. Right? So, be focused and the things are yours. Next I have for you, thinking about mistakes, which is actually the grassroots problem of the situation. You speak well, I know, I admit this. But what happens to you when you go to somebody to have interaction with? When you converse with somebody, what happens? Regular practice. And no, see, simple practice will not make you perfect. Average practice will make you average. But perfect practice will... How perfect practice? Not to put a lot of efforts and the burden. No! Not at all. Let the things go in simple way. Just follow. Whatever you are following, your routine of learning, your methods must be followed sincerely. That's it, and adequately. This is the key. Mistakes are bound to happen. If you look at the mistakes, believe me, you can never learn English. This is the biggest statement. You just make it very clear. You write it. I'm giving you guarantee. If every time you are focusing on the mistake, you are not gonna learn. My dear, I also make mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. So what? Shall we stop speaking? No, not at all. Even while teaching or while just dealing with you, I'm making lots of mistakes. So what? So part of this, I accept my mistakes. I feel sorry. I say sorry. Okay, that's it. I made a mistake. Because I know if I think about mistakes, the person, he or she will dominate me. And you know, once somebody tries or starts dominating somebody in the conversation, story is end there. Believe me, maybe you will leave learning, you will skip, you will everything. You are gonna stop learning English. Believe me, it is something. So next time, whenever you make mistakes, try to rectify your mistake and please be into practice. Whatever the mistake portion was there, no, where you mistook, you can just repeat the same sentences twice or thrice correctly. That's it. You are giving a chance to your brain to keep it in the memory. So next time, whenever you need it, you can take it out. That's it. I hope you are getting what I mean to say. Then I have, be patient, and sometimes, no, I have feel that when we are not comfortable, we try to go little faster. And when we try to speak little faster, there we are creating problem for us. How? So what do you mean to say? I mean to say, when you try to speak very fast, what is happening there, that your brain again cannot match your speed, and when somebody speaks to you and you find that they are better, or you just focus on the mistake, so what will happen? That you try to speak, you wanted to prove better yourself. So that is what? It is also wrong. We are not here to prove this or that. No. Let the time decide itself. Right? Let the time decide itself. You just accept that I'm a learner and learner makes a mistake. That's okay. And I'm giving you biggest tip. Go slow, have a smile on the face, accept your mistakes. Do not forget to motivate yourself. Be positive to yourself. Don't be too harsh to yourself. And if you succeed in any conversation, don't forget to tap your back. Just do it. And in this way, what will happen, you know? Everything will be yours. Completely, I'm telling you. You will make it happen. 101%. This is truth, what I'm telling you. So I hope you understood what I meant to say. I hope you must follow all these to remove this problem, and next time whenever you are in the conversation, it should not be the problem of yours, and even though you should be the cause to remove this problem of others, right? I hope you must have liked the class, and if you are watching at this platform for the very first time, do not forget to hit the like button, and obviously if you like the video, please do subscribe the channel. It will be a help to me and to others also, because we are gonna reach to many those who are in terms of learning English. We'll make our journey the best. Till then, take care. Bye bye.